Good evening, students.
Good evening, teacher.
This is our new class globe. Our globe represents the earth. These candles represent the sun. Our globe has an axis which spins around. An axis is an imaginary line from the North Pole to the South Pole. Our axis, or our globe, is tilted. It is tilted 23.5 degrees. Now, one spin of a globe or an earth is 1 day, and one spin around the sun is 1 year. We are over here in the United States. Also, the axis is pointing one face. It only points over here to the black shelf. So when we turn, it always faces one side. And it does not go like this. Nope, not like this. It only is like this. So now, let's see how the seasons change. First, let's start with winter. Winter is when the axis is facing away from the sun. So the northern hemisphere is all winter. The days become shorter and the nights become longer. There is a day called the winter solstice when the day is the shortest and the night is the longest. The winter solstice happens around or on December 21. Now, we gradually leave winter and come to spring. Spring. At this time of the year, the axis is not facing toward or away from the sun. The sun faces the equator. So if you're standing on the equator, you can see the sun right on top of your head. There's a day called the vernal equinox when the day and night are both equally 12 hours. The vernal equinox happens on or around March 22. So now we gradually come to summer and leave spring. Summer, the axis is facing towards sun, so the northern hemisphere is summer. There is a day called the summer solstice when the days are the longest and the nights are the shortest. The summer solstice happens on or around June 21. Now, let's leave summer and come to autumn. Autumn's axis is not facing toward or away from the sun. The sun, like spring, faces the equator. One day of autumn is called the autumnal equinox. The autumnal equinox is when the day and the night are equally 12 hours. The autumnal equinox happens on or around about September 21. When we leave autumn and come to winter, everything happens again. Do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, I have one. Is in winter, what happens to North Pole when it is winter solstice?
Well, good question. Let's see. Well, over here in the northern hemisphere, right? It's winter. So over here, while it's winter, the southern hemisphere, the South Pole, is facing the sun. So it is for about 3 to 6 months is light for 24 hours. So can you imagine sleeping 24 hours in light?
Oh, I can't. Then I can't
Sleep one over here. So the northern hemisphere is all summer. The North Pole, it is facing toward the sun, so it is also 24 hours straight. It's light, right?
Wow.